myself Ankita Tiwari from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from IT department. I'm going to take a session on from the subject cybercrimes and mitigation. Subject code is 3163-213. The unit that we are going to cover in this session is module 2. The title name is Definition and Terminologies, that is Information Technology Act 2000. The topic that we are going to cover in this session is cybercrime, the legal perspectives, the cybercrime Indian perspectives. So basically we are going to talk about legal perspectives which are already there in Cybercrime, the Lawful Act, which is already being presented by Indian Penal Code. So starting with the first topic, that is cybercrime, the legal perspectives. Now, crime is a great hurdle in the development of a country. Crime can be in any of the field. It can be in IT field, it can be in app field, it can be in any of the field. So crime is a great hurdle in the development of a country, because country is comprising of a person, individual, a firm, organization, or society. So crime can be in any of these areas. So basically, but when we are talking about a computer is exploited by the criminals, and its illegal use leads to cybercrime. So this is what, if a computer is used and it is being exploited by the criminals and its legal use leads to cybercrime, that means to combat cybercrime, India enacted the Information Act, that is 2000, which was drastically amended in the year 2008, providing more powerful and stringent law. So basically in 2000, the Indian Technology Act was introduced, but it is basically amended, and with more powerful laws it has been applied in 2008, so that the cyber criminals who are doing these crimes will get a very basic penalty on it, so that they will stop all these things. So basically, when we are talking about the legal perspective, cybercrime is a crime done with the misuse of information technology for unauthorized or illegal access. We can say electronic fraud like deletion, alteration, interception. Then we have concealment of data, forgery, many things. So these are the crimes which are being created, which are being done by cyber criminals, and with the misuse of the information technology. Basically the computer, it can be a source, it can be a destination, or both. So basically when we are talking about cybercrime, it is an international crime. It can also be an international crime, as it has been affected by the global revolution in information and communication technology, that is ICT. This is the field. So it has affected the global community, and it would be unlawful act where the computer is either a tool or a target or both. So basically cyber criminals, or we can say hackers, use computers as a source, means from where the criminals will generate their code, or they can target a computer itself, or a system itself, or an organization itself, its network itself, or it can target both. It means it can use computer also and it can target computer also. So basically the criminals, cyber criminals, are using all these things in order to communicate to the victim PC and to get the information and to do the misuse of this information technology. So basically for that reason the legal perspectives has been come. Now worldwide cybersecurity problems. So basically we will talk about cybersecurity problems which are totally visible in the worldwide. And the internet has become an integral part of everyone's life. Nobody can live without internet right now. This is the position where everyone is using the internet with every option, means everyone is using internet for everything. If it wants to search something, if you want to cook something, if you want to write something, if you want to know something, they are using internet. So it has also given a new dimensions to our economic and social life. So it has become a very important life partner, we can say that. Internet also, without internet many things cannot be done. So internet is also, we can say that it's a new dimensions to our economic and social life. Now it is very unfortunate that computer crime is rampant and is increasingly exponentially as a side effect of the excessive use of computers and internet. Basically we are using more computers, more internet, and because of this reason the computer crime is increasing, like exponentially it is increasing with in a very high speed, because the criminals who want to make crime using computers will are finding ways in order to hack the system of or to get the personal information or to do some this cybercrime criminal activities. So basically they are using internet and computers because we are using computers and internet in a very excessive use. So the internet security problem is immensely growing and cyber crimes are continuously increasing, even though we are using many countermeasures. We are using many things, but then also these are increasing like in number of ways. Now the user activities on internet. So here, as you can see, the ratio for the using the online activities, we am having a table like structure where it is given with the online activities which we are doing it, the percentage of internet users undertaking it, and the percentage of users last year which has been done like search or buy non-travel products. So 76% it is being used with increased of plus 20 plus percentage. So this is what the increasing amount of percentage which is increasing of users who are using all these online activities in order to deal with anything like social networking. If you want to communicate with the two persons, then they are using social networking, so it has been increased by 5% or 10%. But this 10% is in very big amount, which is like it is increasing in a high speed. So this is what the user activities which are already being done by the users for doing many things on the internet, and with the percentage is increasing like in plus, it is not decreasing in anyhow. So most websites used by users are like job search, then we are using Google, then we are for online travel buying the tickets we are using IRCTC, then for real estate you are using 99acre, and many apps, many more websites also are available for using it. Then for job search we are using naukri.com, then for emailing we are using Gmail, then Gtalk, okay, Yahoo, many things. And for for searching and anything we are using Google. And then for SMSing we are using, for PC to mobile we are using Way2SMS. So these are many top websites which are available, which the users are using daily with respect to these online things that we want to do in the internet. So basically we are having many things which are increasing like anything, and with the top websites it has increased the usage also. So basically this is the most used websites by users, and the hackers are knowing these things, and they are knowing all the means in order to hack all this path. So basically they are hacking the networks, the path the users are using in order to communicate through these websites. So these are the most used websites by the users. Now profile of a cyber criminal. Now how a cyber criminal will be: it can be a discontented employees, it can be teenagers, those who want to make money right now, wants money more and more, so they can be a cyber criminal. Then we have political activists for that, because they want to create such environment where they want to make publicity of themselves, so they will be using this cyber criminal path in order to get access or to make money. Then we have professional hackers. Basically we are having professional hackers in order to pay, we are paying it and they are hacking the websites, and they are doing for money. So these are another cyber criminal that can be there. Then we have business rivals. If both businesses are in a very good condition, and if they are in a rival form, so business rivals can be a cyber criminal, so that the one party will get access to the other trade companies, so that they can get all the shares, or they can do anything that they want. They get the personal information of the other business rival, so that they can make money. So these are the different type. Then we can have the another category as a ex-boyfriend. Now ex-boyfriend can be any of the means where he wants to cheat something, or he wants to take revenge from the person, so it can be this form also. So these are the profiles where The last profile is divorced husband. It can be because if he wants to hack the other person so that it can get some important legal documents so that he can use it. So this is also to take a revenge. So it can also be a cyber criminal. So these are the categories which are defined for the profiles of cyber criminals. Now, top 5 cybercrime complaints. Non-delivering means paying for the merchandise merchant online, but not receiving it. So this is a very big issue which is increasing day by day. Not delivering it, it can be any of the source. Like we are paying it to the apps as we think that this app is very authorized and very good, we can buy from it, and we are paying it off and we are not getting. So these websites are made as fake websites by the hackers in order to make money. So this is the first complaint, that we are in auction fraud. Means we are auction, we are making it, we are buying with a very minimum amount, and the fraud which has been taken place by the cyber criminals, because they have made such auction um, category so that you will be affected by it and you can make an auction of it. Then we have a debit and credit card frauds which are increasing in like very speedy form. They are increasing it. Debit card means you are sitting at home and you will get a message that 20,000 or 30,000 has been debited from your main account. Your account number will be displayed to you. So this is what the frauds which has been done in a day-to-day basis, that is debit and credit card frauds. We are getting phone numbers also, we are getting calls also. So after that we are having confidence fraud, advance fee fraud, that is letters which we are getting it as a confidential letters, and then we are writing it something, we are giving the information that this is also a fraud. Then we have computer fraud. Computer fraud means using your resources without knowing your consent, and you are also not knowing your resources are being used, your CPU is being used. So this is what computer fraud is. Now the types of victim that can be have is innocent, means not doing anything, very using less, very less use of computer, those who are doing, so they are very innocent, they are not knowing anything. Then criminals, then greedy people, criminals, but of course those who have already committed the crimes, and greedy people, those who want to make money more and more. So these are the types. Then we have unskilled and inexperienced people. Unskilled means they are not knowing all the ways in order to make yourself safe, because you are not knowing the networks only. So basically this is the point of unskilled and inexperienced person. Unlucky people, the luck depends. If a people is unlucky, he can get into the trap and all the information can be gone, or the money can be gone. So this can be a victim also. So now the types of cybercrime that can be done, that is hacking, I've already said, denial of service attack, virus, defamation, software piracy, pornography, IRC crime, cyber squatting, credit card fraud, bot networks, net extortion, phishing, spoofing, cyber stalking, cyber defamation, threatening, salami attack, cross-site scripting, and wishing. So these are different types of cybercrime which can be done by the hackers in order to get the money, or to get the personal information or the basic information that it wants to make money. Now, the Indian crime scene. As we know, the country has the highest ratio in the world, that is 76% of outgoing spam or junk mail to legitimate email trafficking. The over 86% of all the attacks, mostly by bots, by servers, were aimed at Lee surfaces, with Mumbai and Delhi emerging as the top two cities for such vulnerabilities. It has been emerging, the two states, the two cities, that is Mumbai and Delhi, are very emerging as a top two cities for the such vulnerabilities. India has now joined the WB's list of the world's top 15 countries hosting phishing sites which aims at stealing confidential. A 23-year-old person from Tiruchi was arrested by the city cybercrime police on Thursday on charges of sending email threat to the chief minister and his family in 2007. So this guy was connected with cyber criminal activity, and he was arrested for this such email threatening which was given to Chief Minister and his family in 2007. Now, the security of information assets, how it can be provided. The security of information and information assets is becoming a very major area of concern. Now, with every new application, newer vulnerabilities crop up, posing immense challenges to those who are mandated to protect the IT assets. Now, these is a very important factor where how to provide security to your information assets in any form. So coupled with this host of legal requirements and international business compliance requirements on data protection and privacy, there is a huge demand on this service organization, which is ITES BPO or service organization. Now, with respect to that, we can generate trust and confidence so that these crimes can be done, removed. Now, need for cybercrime. Now, security of information and information is now a very big concern. Now, with every new application, newer vulnerabilities crop up, posing immense challenges to those who are mandated to protect the IT asset. So, coupled with this host of legal requirement, this has already been given to the trust and some. So basically, when we are talking about preventing cybercrime, we need to understand these four areas. Okay, attitude awareness. First of all, you have to take such attitude so that you cannot be compromised by the hackers. So you should be aware of the attitude those who are coming from as a criminal activity. Then ethics. There should be some ethics of yours, never to use such mind attractive policies, not to go to there. You have your money, you have to be calm at your place. Law enforcement, you should know the laws which are already being there in every of the field of the hacking or the cyber crimes. Then we have IT technology. We need to understand the technology of IT so that we need to know how the path of the hackers has been created in order to save ourselves. These are the preventive measures that can be taken in a cybercrime as a victim, and we can avoid this. So this is what we have done in this session, and thank you.